Like a holy man told me once, wherever you go, there you will be. Jesus was filled with the Holy Spirit. And then the Holy Spirit led him into the desert of his own soul. But the Spirit did not abandon Jesus there. Oh no. The Holy Spirit drew a circle and sat there in the circle with Jesus. The Holy Spirit felt the rumblings of Jesus' empty stomach in the 40-day fast. And the Holy Spirit stared in the eyes of the evil that came to tempt Jesus with his own ego, the things that Jesus had to face in his own life. Now we could turn up the lights and we could sing happy songs. And we could try to ignore the ashes on our forehead left lingering from Ash Wednesday. And we could try to avoid the journey of the Paschal mystery, from birth to baptism, to walking the dusty roads, death on the cross, to the empty tomb. We could try, and we could hide from it. But everywhere you go, there you will be. Do you want to know Jesus? Do you dare to want to be a follower of Christ? Well, then you have to follow him into your own desert. That's right, your own desert. You've heard me stand here and preach, Al, for 4 years about how the Christian experience is a communal one, except for this. Jesus was fetched by the Holy Spirit into his own desert to face his own egos. And you are fetched as well. You are called into your own desert. Not mine, not your partner's. No, your very own desert. Because, as St. Teresa says, you find God in yourself, and you find yourself then in God. Why did Why did the Holy Spirit lead Jesus into the desert? Why do you have to go in the desert? Why is the Holy Spirit fetching you there? So that you can find God in yourself, in your own desert. And there you will find God in yourself. Jesus had to face himself. He had to face his own weaknesses. And he had to face his own strengths. Because our weaknesses and our strengths are our own temptations. And while in the desert, Jesus refused to give in to the temptation of turning stones into bread. He did later take 5 tiny loaves and feed thousands with them. And while Jesus refused to accept the political power that he was tempted with, later in his life, he would preach freedom to the prisoners and joy to the oppressed. And while Jesus turned his cheek away from walking to the top of the temple and jumping off to tempt God, he would later in his life allow himself to be lifted high upon the cross, and in his weakness find his own strength. Do not turn your eyes away from that which makes you hungry, because when you embrace that which makes your stomach growl, you will find fullness. Do not shy away from the temptations of being involved in the political world, because it is there and only there that you can preach freedom to the prisoners, joy to the oppressed. Do not shy away from your own weaknesses, because in your weaknesses, God will lift you high And others will be made strong. Others will be set free. Others will be fed. Find God in yourself. And find yourself in God. Go into the desert. Amen.